Is it time to replace your worn or broken belt on your Kawasaki Mule? Today I'm going to show you how to do that. My name's Kristen and this is Maintenance Matters. We're going to start by raising the dump bed. If you have any aftermarket accessories like a roof or windshield, you might have to remove or loosen them. We're also going to remove this trim panel and this access panel, which if you have any Nerf bars, you might have to remove those as well. Next, we're going to remove all these bolts around your clutch cover. So next, we're going to go ahead and take these bolts loose off of your primary clutch holder. Once you've got this removed, you'll want to take and clean any dirt or dust. You see this one's quite dusty. Make sure that bearing and seal is still in good shape. All right, now that you've got that holder removed, you'll take any kind of a bolt or screwdriver and stick through this hole. Attach a rope. And off comes the primary. Now your clutch is obviously going to have grease on it, so be careful not to get that on the inside of the clutch or on the belt itself. With the primary clutch removed, we're going to go ahead and remove the secondary clutch. This bolt here is reverse thread, so make sure that you go the opposite direction that you normally would. All right, now we're going to remove the secondary clutch. We'll use bolts to thread in to hold it still. And insert a pry bar in between the bolts to keep the clutch from moving. With that, remove the bolts. The secondary slides right off. Now at this point, you want to make sure that you're watching which direction the lettering and the arrows are going on the belt. Arrows should be facing forward, but if you're reusing the belt, put it on how it came off. With your clutch housing exposed, you can make sure everything's clean and dust free. Now's a good time to make sure that there's no grooves or anything in your clutch sheaves. If there are, you do need to replace your clutch. If there's any excess belt dust, you can use Scotch-Brite and brake cleaner to get everything cleaned up. Just make sure that you don't get any fluids on your belt and make sure everything's dry before reassembling. All right, now that everything's cleaned up, we'll go ahead and reinstall our belt. Place the secondary first, and then install your primary. With that installed, give it a couple good hard shoves and it'll actually seat back up against the face of the housing. Reinstall your secondary bolts. You'll want to torque this bolt to 69 foot-pounds. Now with your clutches reinstalled, you can reinstall all the rest of your components and you're good to go. Happy riding!